like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'm a grand brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Let it go. Run it back, run it back, run it back. I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's
think I'll be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a way truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. If I miss, then my teammates got the blitz. Yeah, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like.
Here we go, take off.
And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like.
Ready?
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go now. All right. Here we go. Ain't together.
Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No ball, but ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much.
Ready.
Actually, loud in the words, my man. I just wanna be heard for your mom. I'm fully covered like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to
Ready.
go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though.
Shut up.
Team, we know how to go. For my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet pointed guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check three.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Hey, watch your leg.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Right on.
Throwing on first down, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
6-6, pull it high.
Y'all playing the wrong foot.
Off play action. Herbert. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Here we go.
From the gun, Herbert under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful on one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Check 24. Check. Crunch.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick me up. Here we go. Switch it.
Now we give right side. It's Evans. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, 49ers nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, Alpha. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh. Check,
to throw on second down. Herbert. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
You're out. Switch. Sponge. No. Ready.
Now Mostert. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Mike, check, 59.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, he's going to look deep for more. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, Evans. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you.
They go play action. Bridgewater. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's our time. It's our time. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, defense, let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Pick the edge. Go. 6.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The former LSU Tiger, Dante Jackson, on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, high 7.
Mike is 59.
2nd and 6. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Jim.
Bravo.
Mike's 59.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go.
From
the gun, Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie!
Back to throw. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Hey, Delta.
D-line, get that quarterback. Mike, check, 59.
Now.
To throw again. Herbert. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Smoke! Shoot!
Off the play fake. Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
You better bring Pilot, 64.
This is Mostert. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Leo, fight.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, Foxtrot.
59 Mike, check, 59.
22 jet bomber.
Check four.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Hey, wahoo!
3 buzz.
On first down, Herbert. Flushed out right. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
80 weapon.
Mostert. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
I'm going back to you.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 7. Watch the slant. Mike 7. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, watch the slant.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And an update now from up in Seattle. And that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Mike 2, watch 2, watch 2. 3 bud. Mike 2, Mike 2.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch tight end. 40, move. Mike 2, watch 2. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 2.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. 20. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, orbit.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Shoot.
Off play action. Herbert. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Called that a very strong gain of 24. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Herbert completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but for this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Bravo! 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Ricky. 58, right over there, right over there. Go! 58, right there. Come on. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Let's go.
On 4th down, Herbert, and able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
You. He's checking crap. Check 31. Check. Left. Check 9.
From the 29, Bridgewater. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They go quickly here out to Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Bridgewater to the goal line, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. His fourth touchdown on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Choose the mic. Focus, defense, focus. Mike, Andrew. Box 2. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Check 50. Check 50.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time. If you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable fourth down if you need to.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Line up, ready. Watch the safety creep. Check safety. Watch the edge.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. Coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Now Bridgewater on fourth down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Let's go now. Go. 60 Pittsburgh. Chance. Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Now a handoff working right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Charles, we saw a